Yeah, man.
Hey.
Pleasure to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
It's interesting how things align.
Right.
You know, like I was in Arizona out with some friends on a reservation, and I saw you post on Instagram about this medicine, this mamba and bill medicine, and just thought to reach out, you know, and you were here in Colombia.
Right.
How have you been enjoying like Colombia?
So far, I love Colombia. It's a very interesting place. Has a lot opportunities and places. They're very natural, and also I'm a fan of tropical countries and area, especially like Amazona. This is like something new for me because I always went to like Southeast Asia or I've been in Central America, like Nicaragua, but this place here is very different and very spiritual.
Yeah.
And I really love it and I enjoy it so far.
Yeah. No, it's been cool like to get to know you over the last week or so. Maybe if you want to start by introducing yourself, like your name, like where you're from, and maybe for people out there they can hear a bit about you.
So my worldly name is Mario. That's how my parents called me when I was born, and I have a Shaolin Buddhist name because I'm also a Shaolin master in martial arts, and the name came from my master. He gave me this name. My master is Grandmaster Shifu Yanlei, and he's 34th generation of Shaolin, and I'm 35th generation, and my Buddhist name is Shi Hang Zheng. And I've been practicing since 2004 at the Shaolin Temple Europe, and meanwhile I'm also a master and teaching worldwide. So this is kind of like my lifestyle and job.
What's like the? I know you were mentioning before the podcast, but like what is the meaning of your name, your Shaolin name?
So Shi Hang Zheng, Shi stands for all people that are Buddhist. It comes from the word Shakyamuni, is from the Siddhartha Gautama. After his so-called lineage, let's say, they all Buddhists have the Shakyamuni name from this family. And Hang stands for constant, and Zheng is like righteousness or positive. So if you put it together, Hang Zheng is like constantly positive, let's say.
Yeah. Do you think that's like important in life to be like that, constantly positive?
Yes, in some way, yes. I mean, we always have ups and downs in life, but you need sometimes downs to understand up. So, but the goal is even understanding that there's downs, you still be up. So it's somehow, whatever happens, you still can stay positive in some way. Yeah, in these days, it's very important, I think. Yeah.
What is it like when you say like you're a Shaolin like master? Like what does that mean? Like what is the training involved to do that, and like what's the responsibility?
So it takes years of practice. We have the physical part, we have also the mental part, and I would say I was very talented in the physical part. All the movements and stuff I learned very fast, but the character, to build this character that I have today, I had to go through a lot, I would say, because I went from the temple on and off. I had times where I just stopped being in the temple and then moved on, did other stuff like dance shows, because I also dance. I do breakdance and hip-hop and krump, and I went out like street shows, traveled to South France and Italy or Spain and Canary Islands just to perform. And then I felt like, okay, let me go back to the temple. Then I had another time where I stopped being at the temple again, went out, and I did more like a different path. and I was hanging out with the goons and kind of like was involved in some so-called is it called, I don't know, like gang or criminal activities.
Criminal activities.
But not like it's crazy, but you know, I saw the stuff, I've been through this, and then something happened that I said, no, this is not my life. I want to go back to the temple and then focus, and then since then I practiced like 5 to 6 years, like constantly staying in the temple and also teached. And this shaped also my character that I am today, and yeah, that's how I started growing.
What's like, you talk about like the training, like what's some of the training
So
you have to do?
the Shaolin martial arts, the authentic way is you get up around 6:30 in the morning, you train for 1.5 hours, more like maybe the military people at PT they call it, like physical test or physical training. And so we go running, we do stairs training, push-ups, all kinds of physical exercises. Then at the end, mostly we close it with some Qigong training. So Qigong is more the form to gather your energy and also calm down your heart. So because the physical training also is rising up the stress levels also somehow. So we balance it through doing Qigong. And then from 8 o'clock till 9 is like a breakfast, which is in the temple always vegetarian. And then from 9 to 10, I think, is like work or rest, depends. And then from 10 to 12 is another training. It's more like form-based. We have like similar to karate, it's like called kata, but in the Shaolin Kung Fu is called Quan. So it's translated as fist, but it's also form, like form training. So we have different Shaolin forms that we practice. And from 12 to 1 is lunch, vegetarian again. Then from 1 to 3 is like a lunch break. And then from 3 to 5 again is Chinese Sanda. It's a Chinese kickboxing. So the rule set is kind of like the modern kickboxing, but also you're allowed to use judo throws, but you still wear the gloves and protection. So this is like the day of a Shaolin disciple.
Yeah.
And after the Shaolin Sanda, we have dinner. Then it's like a ceremony at the end. And 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, you go to bed. And this is from Monday to Saturday.
Okay.
Which, in the modern world, what does it do is, if you can stay in the temple and practice a skill, you don't have a distraction, you don't have your phone, you don't go outside all the time, you don't go to party, you don't drink, or, you know, like the lifestyle is very strict and it's all set up. So this helps you to gain a skill faster than other people, maybe. Some people are talented, they're out there doing their thing, also gain a lot of skill, but the Shaolin Temple, I think, is a good place to really gather your energy, to focus on one thing and become skillful. Yes.
How did you get into, like what made you go into the temple?
Oh, so I have to say that my dad actually is the one that brought me into this martial arts world. He was my first teacher, and he was doing a style more like, I would say, like a combat military style from Southeast Asia. And yeah, but the thing is, he also showed me always like Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan movies when I was a kid. Sometimes it went to this, like the movies were very late, and I was supposed to sleep, but I told him, please wake me up so I can watch the movie and then go back to bed. So yeah, this is how it started, to learn also about Shaolin, because at that time I didn't know about Shaolin. My dad knew some stories about Shaolin, but through the movies I understood more about Shaolin. What I really liked is that it's always like somebody weaker get kind of like beat up, then he finds a master, he changes his life, he becomes stronger, and then he is able to defend himself and yeah, let's say be the kind of like a hero.
Yeah.
But also in a lot of movies it was like he went back to revenge himself, but also he went back to the temple to become more like a monk and stay in this lifestyle instead of keeping the how to say, like the version of him revenging. Yes, so this is also very powerful. And I understood that as a kid or teenager very fast. So I started looking for the Shaolin martial arts, and I found the temple in Germany, this Shaolin Temple Europe. And of course we also traveled to China, so on and off also went to China to train. And my teacher, Shifu Yanlei, is original from Shaolin Temple, China. He's based in UK, he mostly teaches online, but I'm also his only disciple.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you go in at 18, and like, what's the first couple of years like? You know, because I mean, I guess a lot of people who are going to be watching this podcast, they're going to think like, you know, like, how is that journey? You know, like you go in, it's like, yeah, I come from a military background, so I know what it is to arrive at boot camp, and there's a shock, right?
Yeah.
And you have an idea.
Yeah.
Because you've been watching all the movies.
Yeah.
So you've been watching all the Jackie Chan movies, and then you get to the temple, and it's probably something completely different.
Yeah, so it was different, what I expected, sure, but physically I was very like on a high level, because I guess through the training of my dad, plus the dancing part, I just had naturally a good ability to copy moves. So when I saw somebody do something, I could, you know, do it the same way. But the training in the Shaolin Temple at that time when I started was 8 hours a day. Now it's like 6 hours a day. Back then it was 8 hours a day, so 4 in the morning, 4 in the evening. And it was including Qigong, Tai Chi, Shaolin martial arts, and the Sanda, the kickboxing. It was hard in the beginning, yeah, of course, but then your body adapt, and your mind also, like, you know, goes through, like, your body and mind goes through suffering, but once you adapt and you can see the change after, like, I would say like a month, 2, your body get used to it, to all the hard training, so you keep going. And then it becomes a lifestyle, and then you never stop.
But did you, like, what was your intention going in there? Like, what were you thinking? I'm going to go in here to be someone or something?
Actually, no. Actually, it's because as a teenager, when I started to read more into the philosophical books, like the Zen Buddhism, or Buddhism in general, or Taoism, and then all types of religions, and the spiritual path was very interesting to me, because it's not about trying to be someone, it's more about trying to understand who's my true nature. So yeah, I started looking more into that, and the Shaolin Temple, of course, has the very physical side, but also the core of the Shaolin Temple is Buddhism, especially Zen Buddhism. Yeah, and yeah, this was the reason why I looked deeper into that.
So it's yeah, on the outside it looks probably very physical, but it's actually very spiritual.
Yes.
So, like, on the outside, I think when people look at, you know, like, the practice, and like, I know, well, only what you've told me is what I really know about it, you know. And I'm interested in understanding, like, different modalities and different ways, you know, that we can learn different paths of knowledge. But I guess for a lot of people, when they think of, like, you know, Shaolin, you know, martial arts or Shaolin monk, they think about the physicality, you know, like breaking bricks or being hit with sticks.
What the Shaolin became famous for.
Yeah.
But like I said, the core is actually the most famous story should be, or in my opinion, is the story of the creator of the Zen, is Bodhidharma. He came from India, was a Buddhist monk. He came to Shaolin Temple and meditated, was it 7 or 9 years, I'm not sure yet, in the cave. And through this meditation, he experiences enlightenment, and then that's how the Zen Buddhism spread from his side. It came from this man. So this is why Shaolin Temple actually is famous, the Zen, not the Shaolin martial arts.
Yeah.
But most people think it's more the martial arts that made him famous. So yeah.
So
both.
Would you say, like, during your time in the temple, it was harder doing the Zen Buddhism part than the actual physical?
So in Zen Buddhism, if somebody says, the Zen is very hard to do, then it's hard to do. If it's easy to do, it's easy to do. Yeah. So it's difficult to describe this, but actually everything we do is Zen already. Yeah. So the martial arts also can help to get this understanding. Or drinking tea or sitting here talking.
Yeah. So
about learning to be in the moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Being present.
How do you think that helps you, like using those teachings to be in the moment?
When you get this understanding of being more in the moment, your response to life or certain situations in life become very different, because in the past maybe somebody offended me and I start raging. So my response was very aggressive. And nowadays it's more like, because I'm calm in this moment and understand that there's no reason to be emotional right now. So this helps me in life because it becomes easier. I'm more in the moment. With every second I'm going through, this body will end. So why wasting my time and thoughts and energy about something to create more chaos instead of just being in the moment, being present and really enjoy this moment that we have instead, right? So you have more from life actually. This is very important to understand.
So do you think that like in the world right now, yeah, there's a lot of mental noise, and I guess you just turn on your phone and then you see like disaster everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, like, do you think that like these forms of thinking are affecting people on a collective level? Yes. But like on a personal level, when you're thinking a certain way, are you then attracting or creating that reality for yourself?
Well, if you want to break it down, the thought is already kind of like an illusion. But I think for the most people it helps to have positive thoughts. This is for sure. But to understand your true nature, there's no thought needed. This will more hold you from understanding who you really are. So you cannot control the world how it goes in all situations we have on this life. There's not everything you will be able to control, and also this will create your suffering also. So sometimes maybe letting go is like one way for sure, but also you have to understand, if there is a moment that you can enjoy, then be there. 100% be there. Then you have moments that you don't enjoy, then you can change the situation. If you're not able to change the situation, then you have to change yourself. So there's always something to work on, that's for sure. But the first thing to understand, I think the most important, is to find your true nature. Learning about yourself, they say that in Buddhism is, learning about Buddhism is learning about yourself. Learning about yourself is about forgetting yourself. Yeah.
Like dissolving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's all kind of like, they call it ego, right? Ego, yeah. So this is always hooking somebody, taking you.
Yeah.
Actually, to be free means you have to be egoless, which is also like, it's very deep but difficult to understand for the most people. Yeah.
Can you give like an example, like in your life where you've had a thought or an opinion about something, and then you've been able to use these practices to work through it, and how it's changed your perspective, like on reality?
An example would be this feeling that you get when there's a certain situation, and could be like something dangerous or somebody offends you or something, and then it kind of like, it feels like this emotion comes up that like choke you. It's like holding on you, and then through this emotion you create negative thoughts, and also it can make you either suffer more or become anxious and panic, or just rage or be chaotic. But once you, without these thoughts, just being in this moment, this dissolves. And there's nothing you add on it. It's just you accepting how it is at this moment. And this calmness you always have this. It's always there. There's nothing that can shake this. It was always you creating it at the end. But it's always constantly there, this background that is like kind of like an observer. Yeah. So this will help the most people if they can find this. Like when you meditate, it's like we speak to each other, right? It's different words I'm using. Between every word, there is a break. So this is like in the thought the same way. Like there's a thought, then there comes the next thought, and so on and so on. But between those thoughts, there's a space, and this space you have to find and stay there, and then you will find yourself.
And what's a way that people could stay there? Because like I notice like if I'm meditating, like it's hard to stay there. Like I need to at times do like a movement meditation.
Yeah, movements can help, like because you constantly have movement. Even when you sit, there's movement. The thought is movement. But to break this, meditation helps the most. I would say meditation. So, just sitting, and try to find the space between those thoughts, because you are not the thoughts. You're not in control. They just jump in. So you have to catch the moment where there's no thought. Like you let it go, next thought come. Similar to, there's like imagine there's a gate, and you are a guard of the gate. And meditation works this way. You are the guard of the gate, and you're supposed to see who's going in and out. So one way is out to whatever. One way is out into the, let's say, a castle, and you guard this, and you watch in and out, in and out, in and out, and then you figure out that you're actually walking with them in and out, in and out. This is like how the meditation, how it tricks you with the thoughts. Instead of just being there observing who's going in and out, you are becoming the thoughts, walking with them. So you have to, then you catch yourself like, hey, wait, I'm back in the thoughts. So you step back, you back to being the guardian, observer. This will help. This is like a one way.
Is the objective to be the guardian and stop the thoughts coming in? Or are you're not in control, you just let them come in and observe them?
Yes. You let them come and observe and let go. Yes. In some teachers say, even the strongest person cannot lift his legs, himself.
Yeah.
Same is with the thoughts. Even the smartest, most wise, whatever person cannot stop his thinking.
Yeah, I think that's interesting because like there's a lot of things I see like within like spiritual realms where people talk about like dissolving the ego. Like I've got to like I've seen in plant medicine settings where people like I want to destroy my ego, where it's impossible, right? To destroy that. Like is it like an acceptance of who you are in its fullest? Like we all have a background, a past. We've all done things, to maybe hurt people. True. But we've learned through those lessons. But
it's like bad habits is karma. So I could say just sit under a tree until you die one day. But you still have karma because your life is still going. So it's a bit like a paradox. To dissolve the ego is also kind of like an illusion. It's like, or some people say, don't be attached to anything. It's also attachment itself. So it can lead you to a wrong understanding and even create more thoughts and more karma. So it's I'll be careful with this.
How does that, like what you were talking about before about, just say you're in a situation and someone's talking to you a certain way, right? And you feel something, and you're identifying with that emotion or that energy or that thought. In your tradition, like how does that affect you health-wise?
If my mental health is unstable, it can create also that my body is not healthy. So opposite way works too, means I can heal my body through mental clarity or positive thoughts, or even plant medicine, all this stuff. Like, it gives you some understanding of the spiritual. And the spiritual, if something is broken, it can affect your body. But this means also opposite. If your spiritual is in a good state, this can help your body also. So it heals. But also, in the Shaolin way, we do a lot of, we say if the body is strong, then the mental also is strong. That's why we do a lot of physical exercises also. But it's a balance. You need both. You need both sides. So meditation, too much meditation can actually make your body weak. So Bodhidharma created the first Qigong exercises for the Shaolin Temple called Yi Jing Jing and Si Sui Jing, for example. This is the oldest Qigong forms they practice in Shaolin. So yeah, it goes always both hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, like, for mental health, like, people that are suffering now, like, yeah, there's obviously a crisis in the world with mental health.
Yeah.
What do you think about, how does movement, like physical activity or movement, help to assist or heal those imbalances, mental imbalances?
Right. So first of all, movement is always happening in the moment. Even for some people, it's not clear. But this also, the movements can give you the understanding of the present moment. Also, certain energy lines that goes through our body in the Chinese medicine, they're called about meridians. Different positions can help different meridians. And through the breathing, which is number one, what you need the most, yeah, is oxygen. Then liquid and food and so on and so on. But the oxygen is most important. So we start with the breathing, and breathing exercises are also the direct pathway to your consciousness. Even if let's say if I would hold my breath now and I pass out, the first that goes is my consciousness, then the body, and so on and so on. So it's it's very interconnected. Yeah.
What are some, like, maybe simple, like, breathing techniques, like maybe people who are listening to this podcast could take away, like, to apply to their lives? You know, maybe they're suffering from anxiety, depression, PTSD, like those kind of illnesses. So
we do, like, we call it Dantian breathing. So the Dantian is we have 2 points, about 2 fingers under the
belly button.
It's this is Qihai and Mingmen in the back. And in the middle of the body, what they so-called your middle, this is the Dantian. So when we breathe in, you can start with simple, like even just sitting. Yeah, you breathe in, you open everything here in this area. Means it expand, like this means the organs lower a little bit, and the diaphragm also lowers a little bit, and you have no tension. This means your lungs can expand more instead of breathing directly into here. You start with here, then you go up, and then when you breathe out, goes back in. So you can test yourself if you want to try. You hold front and back, and when you breathe in, you feel like how your body expands, and yes.
So you're moving basically the.
I try to keep this area not tensed, because tension is always in our way of thinking with the yin yang. Tension is never good. You need it in certain moments, of course, but then you have to go back to relaxation, because the relaxation or the relaxing body is more powerful than tensing. Tensing is like you see, how to say, you see a baby,
Yeah.
very soft and grounded, and you see dead body is very stiff. So we have this understanding. So they use this,
Kind of like.
or a whip, Yeah.
Or like bodybuilders, like people who.
or bodybuilder. Yeah, they're too tense sometimes.
Yeah.
They're too tense, so they have less movement
Yeah.
range. Yeah, it's not because they cannot move. It's only because they train so much tension that they cannot let go and actually use all this type of movements anymore. So they're very stiff.
So it's a flow.
It's
like
a flow.
dance.
Yes. You have to be, or like Bruce Lee say, you got to be like water. Yeah.
Is that something that is prevalent in the teachings, like around the elements, like water,
Definitely, yes.
fire, earth, wind?
In the Chinese idea, and Chinese medicine, traditional Chinese medicine, you have 5 elements. You have the water, earth, wood, fire, and metal. And they all. It's not like you don't have to really think of this element itself. It's just a state they are in. And one feeds the other. So it's like in your body also you can all separate in these different elements. Same like food and seasonings and so on and so on. You can put this everywhere. It's like the feng shui. And this gives a flow. So there is a natural flow of everything. So this is the knowledge they have since thousands of years. Yeah.
So
it comes from I think it comes from a shamanic background, like similar what you study.
Yeah.
It's in Asia they had this type of knowledge as well. Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about that before, like about how you were mentioning in your belief there was never like hunters and gatherers. People were just living life. But in ancient ways in like China, they were able to encapsulate that and put it on the paper, like give it form in the form of text.
Yes.
And study it more.
That's what I think it happened because in the beginning most humans were hunters and gatherers. They didn't have meditation and art and all that stuff. In some way maybe they did, but not like how we know it today. So I think they naturally meditated. They used their energy to hunt and gather for food. And then they were sitting by the fire together, and they were always in a meditative state because they didn't want to waste energy. So today it's opposite. Like we don't go outside in the nature hunting or gathering food. We're sitting by the computer all day.
Yeah.
And then your body is shrinking. You even your chest area is going like this inside.
Yeah.
So your intention. Intuition is in the front, is the heart area. So you have to bring this back out. So this is how also your aura change. Yeah, so some people like this, you can say like, oh, it's very like, in themselves crushed. So you need to open up again. And people work too much on the computer, the body gets weaker, and then they have to find like gym or martial arts or some training. Before this didn't exist. It was lifestyle.
Yeah.
So I think we should actually go look into how we were instead of how we are now. This will give the solutions for our problems, or crisis or whatever you call it. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of it is.
We have everything to live good. You know, we don't need more, but people don't get it. So now more technology, more health, more this. Honestly, somebody talk about health every time, it's not healthy, and vice versa. It's always like it's a thing, like they too attached on certain ideas and doctrines and stuff. So we in the Zen we try to just be in the moment. Yes.
What would be like if you had to like list out like your top 5 kind of principles or pillars for health? Like talk about the breath, breathing, like movement, like meditation. Like what would be your top 5 you think that anyone could apply in their life right now?
Yeah, so breathing, qigong, number 1 for sure. Then check nutrition to be mostly whole food, I would say movements is very important, but some people, cannot start directly with strong dynamic movements. So the Qigong and Tai Chi will help to get into more movements. Get the best rest is sleep. So sleep enough. I know people work a lot. Sometimes they work 3 jobs, they sleep less, and so on and so on. I know sometimes you need to change also your lifestyle to get more healthy. And the last one, I would say, try to find happiness in the most simple things. This is also very important because sometimes, we try to be special, super intelligent, rich, have the most things, materialistic things, and so on and so on. All this will not make you happy. Small, simple moments, you should find the happiness in that. This will heal you. Yes. And find value in the old traditions. Because these humans been there already. Been there, done that.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes.
I was going to ask you a question following on with that. What like what are some teachings that you have, like around, like, do you perform, or like when we talk about like connection, right? Like in a lot of earth-based practices, there's a connection to God or the Creator or some higher form of existence. Like in the Shaolin way, do you have like a connection to God, or is it just you're in the moment, like in the universe?
So there's no way you can deny Creator, God, or whatever you want to call it. Even you don't believe is a belief. So it's just about the identification of yourself that you have will separate you from all of this. And this is not. This is why it caused so much problem for the people and their mental health. But once you understand who you truly are, and you know that we all come from the same source, and everything is connected, this is what is the way for healing. Because this idea of me and you and so on, yes, in a physical way, yes, but it's a paradox, right? Because my consciousness is no different than your consciousness, and the origin of it is all of this. Everything has the consciousness. So it's only the idea of a thought that you have about yourself that holds you away from understanding who you truly are.
Can you like kind of use that, what you're saying, and like when I see things online or people talk about like quantum leaps, right? And there's a need to have like an action or a movement in the present to move to like a higher version of yourself. Does that make sense? Like, just say you're in a position where you're not doing too well in life. Maybe you're not feeling well, mentally, or you got some sickness, or your relationships are an issue, or you struggle to provide for your family. People talk about like doing like a quantum leap, like finding a higher version of yourself, or a different version in a different reality. Like as if time is not linear. Like time is like a ball, a spectrum that's happening all around us, and we're able to tap into different versions of ourselves.
Yes, it's like a superpower. One of my Zen masters, he told me, or he said that about somebody else, I don't remember exactly, but he said, actually everybody is already have this superpower, this enlightenment.
Mm.
You are the last one. So this already like can give people this understanding.
Mm.
I cannot specifically take out the exact words to build something so people understand this.
Yeah.
Everybody have to experience it themselves. It's like most people, they want to go the hill up. On the hill, you get this superpower, or this healing, or whatever you want to call it, or this understanding, knowledge, and so on and so on. So they walk around the mountain, and they wait for this person to come down again that went up there.
Mm.
And then they meet him, and they say, hey, tell me, what's up there? But this person say, you have to go up there yourself.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
So I cannot give no ultimum knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather teach you nothing, because this is even more complicated.
Yeah. So it's like things like victimization, complaining, like thinking in negative ways. Like it really comes down to the individual to change their own reality. Like it's
Definitely, yes.
like we hear a lot about like things that are happening around the world, like socio-economic situations or political situations or displacement. I mean, these are real things, but at the end of the day, like everyone has that power inside of them to change, right? To not give the power to something else or complaining. Like everyone has the ability to climb that mountain.
Yes, it for the most people, like if I have to give an opinion, which is something we usually don't do, but if I need to give an opinion, is a human needs to connect his heart with his mind. For some people, this is like always been like this, but for some people, it's like really there's a disconnection between what they think and how they feel. It needs to come together, because I think in the core, humans is not a evil species or creature, but it's missing something, this connection between mind and heart, and how they treat their surroundings because of their ego. This is
That's cool. I like that. Going back to like what we were saying before about like movement and the importance of having a practice or movement. I was wondering if you could maybe share some poses or some techniques that people could take away, maybe to reestablish or maintain that connection between the heart and the mind.
To get more like a focus and to calm their self.
Calm the nervous system, to come out of like states of overthinking or anxiety or stuff like that.
Yes, sure, I can demonstrate some.
Sure, yeah.
I'll put this to the side. Then people can just join and do the same. So you want to join too? No. Yeah?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. I'll put this also to the side. The good medicine. Okay. So, first thing first, I start always with a greeting. So we have the feet together. Step back a little bit, so don't. And feet together. You already try to relax in this moment. Then you open your palms. You breathe in. Palms goes left and right to the outside. Come together, hands together. You breathe out. Now you breathe in, you bow. You breathe out, you come back up. Now you breathe in again, palms open, elbows goes to the side. And you push down, breathe out. This is just a greeting. Then you open, shoulder wide stance. Good. Now it's like your hands, like you're gathering something out of the earth. You breathe in. all the way to the chest. Your heels slightly go up, and you turn the palms down, push down, you come back to the ground, breathe out. Now again, you gather something, breathe in. Now all the way over the head, turn the hands back down, push down, breathe out. Now open the hands, you gather from all around you, inhale, and you push down, exhale. Bring hands together, put in front of Dantian. Now you focus on breathing 3 times in and out into the belly. So when you breathe in, the belly expands. When you breathe out, belly becomes smaller again. Keep shoulders relaxed, knees slightly bent, tailbone in, chin slightly down. And we open the hands, we breathe in again, small breathing to the chin. Breathe out. Gather again, middle breathing, over the head, turn the hands down, breathe out. And big breathing, arms goes out, gather from all universe, push down, breathe out. Feet go together, breathe in, open the palms, hands come together, breathe out, in front of the chest, breathe in, bow down, breathe out, come back up. Breathe in, open the palms. Breathe out. Yes, thank you. How you feel?
Good,
Great?
man.
Good.
It's a little tight for
Yeah,
me.
you're too tall. You're big white
Yeah.
man. Okay, let's sit again. Huh?
But you feel it. I mean,
It's good, yeah.
The-
Sometimes you feel like a tingling in the back side of the head. This is when you understand chi flow.
but you could hear like the birds outside.
Yeah.
Like it brings more awareness
Awareness, yes.
into where you are
Right.
now. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I know we're doing it on camera, but
Some Tai Chi masters, they describe this feeling of even just doing the Zhangzuan is a standing position,
the ball,
like hugging a tree, yeah. And they say in this state, it's like they tap into paradise. Because they're so aware at this moment of their own body and connected with all around them. It's like this is the feeling of paradise. Yeah.
It's interesting because a lot of there's different teachings, especially from here, like in South America, where sitting like this is holding that energy. It's like you're a medicine basket. Like you create that basket of study.
Good.
And
Yeah, like I said, every movement and position can have also a more deeper meaning,
Yeah.
you know. But you need the right teachers to guide you to understand everything. Yeah.
yeah. So it really is about just being here in the present right now and observing and just understanding, like, this moment is all you have.
Yes.
I mean, I think that what we just did, that, you know, simple practice, I'm sure could help people come out of a state of like overthinking, right?
For sure.
Yeah. Like if their
For sure.
nervous system's jacked up.
Yes.
Stress.
Because they start focusing on the breathing.
Uh-huh.
Start focusing on the breathing, you automatically have more awareness.
Uh-huh.
If I just, you know, if I had like people here and I tell them start with the breathing, let's breathe deeper, and so on and so on, and automatically they have a focus,
Yeah.
stronger focus. So focus is where the focus goes, that's where the energy flows.
Mhm.
And this is the qigong is based on this idea,
Mhm.
and then the awareness is what the people need.
What is like the understanding or the teaching around like the breath, like what you're collecting? Is it consciousness or is it energy that you're bringing into your body or fueling your body?
There's no separation between consciousness, energy, and so on and so on. But
Mhm.
yes, we can break it down to something like this, like a macrocosmic energy.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't want to say too much words because it can confuse the people. But basically, the qigong works like this: that in the beginning is movement, breath, breathing or breath work, and visualization.
Mhm.
Sorry, the word is very difficult.
That's what I mean.
So to visualize how you actually gain energy or how you work with energy, because qigong means only energy work.
Uh-huh.
So in the beginning you need the visualization. The beginning you need to visualize,
Mhm.
and then later once you get the understanding and feeling, you don't have to, then you can also tap into more the meditative state, which means no thought, just doing.
Uh-huh.
But in the beginning, to make people understand more and feel more,
Mhm.
you have to create this kind of like, I would say, like a small illusion. Same like prayers
Mhm.
and beliefs and so on and so on. This is all, it's like a bridge to get somewhere. So people need this.
Yeah.
Some people need this, yeah? You cannot be directly, boom, Buddha, spiritual, whatever.
So you need the bridge, but then you need the action
Yes.
to get there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So it always comes with work for sure. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's why you have your work. You do. You showed me some of your stuff, like the Sweat Lodge, for example, which I really enjoyed, and I love this idea and how this tradition works.
Mm.
And similar, we have maybe another way, but at the end, it comes to the same awareness or consciousness.
Mm.
Yes.
All to the same point. Yeah.
Yeah. So we are just pointers for people, and then they have to get it.
Uh-huh.
So we're pointing like, you know, like in the Bruce Lee movie when he's pointing at the moon.
Yeah.
If you will watch the finger, you not see the moon.
Uh-huh.
Same way, yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yes.
So, yeah, I really appreciate this conversation because
Thank you
it's
as well,
something that normally I'm interviewing, you know, like elders and stuff from the Americas or Australia. And
I'm very fascinated by these people. Very, a lot.
yeah, they're super cool and amazing, you know, knowledge and history. But I do feel like at the end of the day, like we're all connected. You know, we're all here experiencing, you know, consciousness or reality in our own way. You know, with different teachings from different parts of the world, and that's why, yeah, I find it really special to bring you on here and bring a different perspective.
Yes,
for people.
thank you for having me here.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, I really appreciate it. The opportunity also.
So I wanted to ask you just maybe, you know, the work that you're doing right now. If people wanted to reach out to you.
Yeah. So in the social media, the Instagram, I'm mostly in the Instagram. I'm called Shaolin Influencer. It's like wordplay, Shaolin Influencer. I made it
Together.
short. Yeah. And there I have also like a subscription part where people can subscribe, and then I give more insights and knowledge and behind the scenes stuff. But also I do private teachings through the Shaolin Temple Europe. So you can directly message me, and then I can arrange a Zoom meeting also to teach people. Or you come to the Shaolin Temple Europe also. I teach from April to September. I do the Shaolin boot camps. So it's very intense, but also it's a good level for everybody, so everybody can join. And then I'm worldwide teaching some retreats like in Thailand, Bali now, Bahamas. So yeah, you'll find me if you really want to learn from me. You'll find me.
Yeah, man.
Sure.
Oh.
And I always respond also to the people. So.
Okay. On the podcast notes, I'll put all that information so people can find you.
Thank you.
Maybe you want to just kind of bring all this in, everything that we've expressed this afternoon. Maybe there's like a final word or some advice that you can give for people, like how to live a more conscious and connected life.
Yes. So the final word would be to really listen over and over people that trying to spread out a positive message, and to integrate this into your life, and to have the ability to connect your heart and the mind, because with this all your answers will come, all your healing and whatever you need. Yeah, you need to have you have to create a strong belief. So this will be what I want to people will experience, this connection to everything. Yes.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Pleasure, brother. Thank you so
Pleasure.
much for
Yes.
taking the time to
Yes,
come
welcome.
here and talk
Yes.
and share. And
It will be not the last time.
yeah,
We see us again. I know that.
I look forward to it.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
Appreciate it.
Somos la tierra, somos la vida, somos la luna, la estrella, la